Alrighty, guys, Penn State fans have to be excited. I mean, this is finally the year of Drew Allar, I think, in year 3. What a phenomenal game in West Virginia. I loved how Allar only threw it like 21 times. He had 3 touchdown passes. Wallace, the third, as a wide receiver. Finally, it looks like out of nowhere, like Kotelnicki has unlocked not only Allar, but Wallace is looking like the guy. And if you have a number 1 wide receiver and you can finally throw the ball to these backs, like Drew Allar's talent is just, it's exceptional talent. It's NFL talent. I've said since Medina, Ohio, ever since I was in a parking lot of a, let's just call it a Planet Fitness I remember where I was, Drew Allar just shined on the tape. Like his Medina, Ohio tape, I'm like, that's Ben Roethlisberger. Like, that's unbelievable. And Ohio State tried to get him, and I'm like, this guy right now, junior year, whatever, this was right after his junior year, he was a 3-star quarterback. I'm like, this guy has freaky talent and physical gifts. Like, he can run around. He's so big. He's hard to tackle. Big hands. He can throw from different arm angles. And I'm like, this guy is the velocity, the talent, the arm talent of a Josh Allen. He might not have the running ability of Josh, but I'm like, this guy's a pro. And the NFL guys, again, it's been validated by shows that you hear with guys that again, have access to these NFL guys, that they still believe in the talent of Allar. And now you have a number 1 wide receiver. You have a coordinator who looks like a star, knows what he's doing. I complimented the Kotelnicki hire. The thing I didn't see was Wallace the third going over 100 yards. And I was worried about losing Manny Diaz. And for the first game, very impressed with Tom Allen. I'll admit that I think I might have been wrong on how effective this defense can be under Tom Allen. And I also underestimated Penn State's wide receivers. Now, it is one game. They were more talented than West Virginia, but West Virginia is a Big 12 program that just had a really solid 8-win year. You're going to West Virginia. From a fan's perspective, it was a neutral fan's perspective, it was a complete dud. I mean, they had it at noon. Would have been a nice primetime game. Really get that environment in Morgantown rocking, and you would have wanted to see a competitive game. But I think that the separation between the Big Ten programs, between the echelons, between the Big Ten and the ACC, like that big boy football, Big Ten, the upper echelon of the Big Ten to the middle tier of the Big 12. The middle tier of the Big 12 has teams like Texas Tech that almost got beat by Abilene Christian. Like Baylor is in that middle tier of the Big 12 conference. Let me try to think, like maybe Colorado, like there's, when we look at the Big 12, maybe it's Iowa State, Kansas, like there's a gap there between the elite of the Big Ten, the good SECs and your Big 12s. And I guess maybe that's always been there, but the gap is now like a glacier. It's crazy. So Penn State looks very good, and then to make better news of it, Will Howard doesn't look that good. It's not like this Chip Kelly offense is at all peak of power. If you get that same Ohio State offense, that could be a ball game at Penn State. And then you look, if your defense is going to play this well, you're going to have a number 1 receiver, and Drew Allar is going to be more efficient, and you're going to hit some explosive plays. Like, you can go to USC and win there. If you win at USC, like, could this possibly be an 11-1 season? That would be kind of crazy. Then I think you're going to Indy. This team, knock on wood for health, if they stay healthy, this team, now that I've watched them 1 week, I'm replacing Penn State, I think, with Oregon if I were to recalibrate the favorites to go to Indianapolis. I picked Oregon, but I think I'm going to be wrong. I picked Oregon did I pick them to beat Ohio State during the regular season? Yes. But I didn't see Penn State in that picture with Ohio State and with Oregon. But now Penn State looks like they're right there. And Drew Allar was unequivocally the best quarterback in the Big Ten Conference this week. So That's what's exciting about Penn State football. That is really one of the big takeaways, is that they look for real.